I want to ask a different kind of question today. Why should we want the Bible to be true? Not why is it true, but why would we want it to be true? And I say this because for many people, they're terrified that the Bible might actually be right about everything. And so as apologists, we give these reasons why we can believe Christianity is true. Some folks, they don't want it to be true, and that also becomes a barrier to faith. Because being a Christian is not cool. If you call yourself a Christian, other people will call you insensitive, intolerant, bigoted, impossible. I know people who've lost their jobs, lost connections with their friends and family because of their commitment to Christ. So is this even worth it? Okay? Well, here's the encouragement that I would give. If the Bible is true, then Philippians 3 in the Bible is also true. And what do we learn from Philippians 3? Paul tells us in Philippians chapter 3 that he had so much going for him. He had all these things in life that is everything he would desire in life. I mean, for him, it was to be the best Jew possible, keeping all the Jewish traditions and everything else. For us, maybe what we desire in life is money or to be the best athlete, to be popular, education. These things aren't necessarily wrong, but for a lot of people, you have to give up certain stuff in order to become a Christian. That's the rub. Like, is it worth it? And Paul says, look, I had everything going for me. Paul gives this seriously impressive list of accomplishments that he has made for himself as a Jew. Circumcised when I was 8 days old, a pure-blooded citizen of Israel, a member of the tribe of Benjamin. He says I was a member of the Pharisees who demand the strictest obedience to the Jewish law. So he's basically just kind of flexing his muscle. Like, I had it all. And so Paul, like anybody, more than anyone else, would have every reason to say, I've got it. I've arrived. I've hit the top. This is everything I've wanted to accomplish in life. This is a good life. He doesn't say that. Instead, he says in verse 7, I once thought these things were valuable, but now I consider them worthless because of what Christ has done. Yes, everything else is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Christ Jesus, my Lord. For his sake, I have discarded everything else, counting it all garbage so that I could gain Christ. Why do people get nervous that the Bible might actually be true? If the Bible's true, then this passage here is also true. There's no version of Christianity which says that God is real without also saying God is beautiful and he's worth it. In Matthew, Jesus tells a story of a guy who finds this treasure hidden in a field. And so what does he do? He rehides this treasure and then sells everything he has so that he can buy the field and become the rightful owner of that treasure. Jesus compares this to the things of God. It's like it's worth selling everything. It's worth giving up anything so that we can gain this treasure, this prize of Christ. And this is why countless men and women of all across Christian history have abandoned everything in their pursuit of Christ. The rest of the world looks on to them and they say, what are you doing? To which we say, you don't get it. There is treasure here far greater than anything else we ever had to give up. And so the encouragement that I want to leave with you guys is, look, yes, there is a cost to being a Christian. There's sacrifice. I mean, there are people who abandon everything in their pursuit of God, and it's difficult. It's not an easy life. I get it. But the prize to be won is far greater than anything else we would ever have to give up. The kind of life that God offers us with him. It honestly kind of makes the sacrifice look silly to even talk about. So hopefully that was an encouragement for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.